Hello, my name is Jordan with Organizational Learning and Talent Development. In the next few minutes, I'm going to share 3 tips on how you can bring your best to the customer service experience. You may well know that excellent customer service is a pivotal element that exists at the heart of what we do here as Henrico County employees. Even throughout the unpredictability of this past year, this has remained a constant as we've been forced to adapt and change our way of doing things as an organization and as a service entity. As we continue to move forward, I'd like to remind you of some habits that we can build to bring our best to the customer service experience. The first tip is to practice active listening. Active listening starts the basis for effective communication. As an active listener, you're aware and totally focused on what the other person is saying without pushing your own agenda. You listen to understand so that you can eventually respond in a manner that validates what they're saying. It helps to be focused on the person and not just the act of customer service. Doing this goes a long way towards the customer feeling like they're heard and understood. Active listening also increases the chances of you being able to recognize the real issues of the customer and solve them accordingly. One way to help yourself become a better active listener is to practice empathy. Doing this helps you to think about connection first before you get to the content. Another suggestion is to repeat the issue or situation back to the customer using your own words. This is a great way to demonstrate active listening as well as help the customer feel like you're hearing them. And lastly, practice patience and consistency with active listening, so eventually this becomes second nature to you. I'm sure you've heard at least once in your life to maintain a positive attitude when dealing with customers. A good attitude goes a long way in excellent customer service, and in some cases, it can change negative customer service experiences into memorable and good customer service experiences. One of the most powerful ways we can show this through our actions is to use positive language. This is a great way to avoid unintentional conflicts because of miscommunication. Ways to do this is to use verbs positively. Instead of thinking about what you can't do, focus on what you can do. Don't make presumptions about the interaction you're having with your customer. Instead, use active listening and clarifying questions to make things clear. Don't over-apologize. Abstain from using negative references and cliche sayings, and if at all possible, try to offer options to the customer when the situation calls for it. The third tip is to aim towards surprising and delighting your customers. What if you made a game out of thinking of ways to go above and beyond for your customers that they weren't even expecting? What I'm after here is that mindset, that way to be proactive and go to that next level of service. If you happen to watch the Who We Are series that OLTD launched, you might recall some of our employees and the ways that they did this in their respective departments. Individual acts of selflessness, finding ways to be creative and accomplish things differently, doing things for the right reasons and sometimes even without a reason. Going above and beyond involves building relationships with your customers and anticipating their needs before they can even articulate them. Implementing these 3 tips will help you consistently bring your best to the customer service experience. And because every experience is different, I'm sure you have tips that might help your fellow peers as they're aiming to bring their best to the customer service experience as well. I encourage you to leave any suggestions or word of wisdoms in the comments below so we all can benefit and bring our best approach to customer service. Thanks for watching.